Among the many minority groups at Virginia Tech, the LGBTQ community stands alone in its nature and in the unique struggles that they face. This is a community in which individuals come together to find comfort and understanding, a safe place. So we ask, what are the fears of this community?
I mean, nobody chooses to want to say they're gay because how many people get bullied and hate on, and just the problems that comes with it.
But I do have friends with other religions that are that happen to be gay, as a matter of fact, but have a tough time accepting it. It's the religious upbringing that has affected their mind, and they feel very guilty even about having gay thoughts, and they just don't participate as much as they would like to in that type of activity, if you know what I mean.
I told my mother that I was dating a girl, and she actually told me, at least it's only temporary, don't tell your father. So I never told my father.
Why are the LGBTQ considered a minority?
This idea that, well, our lived reality as black lesbians is different than white lesbians, because you get also this intersection of feminist lesbianism, where you get this radical notion of separatism and this idea of going and living in communes, like we're going to completely erase men out of our lives, and it was very political. But then black women were like, we can't do that. That's not a lived reality in our lives. And so you get rifts between that, and then you get people completely excluding bisexuals, because you get in bisexuality, a lot of times people think like, oh, well, you can choose to be privileged or you can choose not to be privileged, like, and so there's this rift between that. And then you get transgendered people who are completely eliminated all the time because it's not necessarily choosing an identity, but a lot of people think they're choosing identity, especially like with, for example, within the lesbian community, women who decide to become men. They're like, well, you're choosing to go have privilege. It's very diverse, and then that's why you get us adding on letters.
How does religion affect one's decisions or views?
Well, I do have some friends who are of other religions who were brought up at an early age, somehow or other, got the education benefit of learning that it's not a good idea to be gay, or you should be against gays. It's not natural.
Mm-hmm. They learn. I'm not religious. I don't have a religion I go to. I mean, I believe there's something out there, but I'm not under one. And I define myself as gay, but I found out like in 6th grade. I knew I was different from other people. But
I don't understand so much about why children are brought up to have so much knowledge of this type of thing going on in someone else's life, and how why it's burned in on them somehow through religion that it's against God, and God doesn't like it, and you shouldn't do it, and they should all go to hell, that type of thing.
How can we better understand their struggle? Is it possible to make their inclusion more comfortable to the overall community here at Virginia Tech?
But I'm in an area where there's a lot of open people about it.
Yeah.
So I'm able to come out and say, oh, I'm gay, and it's okay.
Nice.
I think now, like, more people are coming to terms with it, that it's becoming the normal. But we still have a lot to go through, like marriage in all states, right? Like, it has not become legal in the military, which I'm very excited about. So we have a lot to go through.
I see.
But it'll come in time.